Welcome, everybody. Sally and I have been blessed to be here now 6 times in the Holiday Bowl, and it just ceases to amaze me how positive the Holiday Bowl group is. Mark Neville does a tremendous job as president. He's become a dear friend through the years, and the Redcoats, the volunteers, are unbelievable, and they're all so proud of San Diego, and they show their city so well. And it was 8 degrees, I think, when we got here in Chapel Hill. So our guys have enjoyed this weather for sure as they start looking at it. And as Dan mentioned, you get on the ship and see that the Holiday Bowl honors the Marines and the Navy. And we start thinking about being away from our families for a bowl game on Christmas. These folks are trying to keep our country safe and secure year-round. So it does get your attention as you go through. So our staff, our families have had a great time. Mesa College was a fantastic place to practice. They were outstanding host, and we got a lot of good work done. As Dan said, you get tired of hitting each other, but teams that don't go to bowl games don't get opportunities for 12, 15 practices to prepare you for spring practice. So people talk about the importance of bowl games and where they're going with a 12-team playoff, and this is important to both teams because we get to compete against somebody that's really good, and at the same time we get to know more about our young players, and we get to prepare for next year. So we're down coaches, which I don't like. I wish we would have a rule where coaches had to stay through the bowl game, be more fair to the kids. We're all down players. Some opt out, some are in the transfer portal. It's all over the place, but it's still a great game with tremendous kids that are incredible in what they do to prepare as they go. So we're excited to play Oregon. Dan's done an amazing job. First year coaches, it's really hard. You didn't recruit most of those guys, and he goes out in his first game and has a tough game with Georgia, and then pulls them all back together and regroups, and that could have been a turning point for him in a bad way because he didn't know a lot of those kids. And he's done an amazing job of pulling it together and keeping it together and putting himself in a position to have a great team. So what we look at this game is we're trying to take another step in our program. You got Notre Dame, top 10 team. You got Oregon, top 10 team. You got Clemson, top 10 team. For us to get where we want to go, we've got to play the best to be the best. And that's why we're so excited about this challenge. They're really good. They got great speed. They're very well coached. They're a team that's mentioned in the college football playoffs every year. And there's 2 of the best quarterbacks in college football that are both coming back next year. I think both of them have accounted for 42 touchdowns this year. So should be a great game. Should be a lot of fun. I really admire, as I said, what Dan's been able to do with his team. I don't even remember my first year, but I didn't do as well as he did. I know that. People in Chapel Hill, I think we were 1-10, 1-11. It wasn't good, so they don't remember it very much. But again, happy to be here and excited about the game.